Hello.
Here we are back.
Drunken Gaming. We are playing Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
In a dungeon.
Link doesn't know. Yeah, Link doesn't know how he feels about it.
No.
He's dropped a couple deuces. He's ready to go.
Yeah. There's nothing more important than dropping a few deuces.
You got
A key.
Was it a key?
Yeah, you got a key.
What's the key? All right.
Boing.
That's a fun death enemy.
Rust into the weird butt plug shaped enemy.
Oh, you've ruined those enemies forever.
That's not my fault.
Yeah.
I did not ruin anything.
All right. Careful walking.
Oh.
Yeah,
ooh.
the bridge, your mortal enemy.
Oh, I gotta throw a rock at the bomb.
Oh, that's intense.
I mean, I think about this shit a little bit. Oh,
Yeah, go ahead. Try not to
Rocks
blow
don't
yourself
respawn.
up. There you go.
Yeah.
Seems
You know
like
one
a
thing? Oh, there it is. Okay, I was actually about to say, I was like, where's the little, like, you did it sound?
Charmy noise.
Whoa.
Okay, so now you just led back to the beginning.
Except I haven't opened the door yet.
Right.
Ah.
But you have the key now.
Yes.
So you can open it.
Ah.
Progress.
Look, we're doing it.
Forward momentum. Do. Butt plug enemies. Also, if you're taking one of these things as a butt plug, you are a champ. That is not a beginner butt plug.
I mean, ooh. Oh, I forgot about those things.
Oh, hey.
Jesus.
Jiminy Christmas. Get the rupees!
Those little, like, chew enemies, I feel like cats would love them. It's like smacking it and watching it, like, spraying around.
Oh, yeah. I need it. We use for flour, my little Pomeranian flower, because I love that I'm a giant man with a Pomeranian.
I love that as well. It made me very
she's
happy when
so
I discovered you had a
adorable.
Pomeranian.
I fucking love that dog. Anyway, she used to have a little, like, laser toy that, like, you could turn it on and it would just, in a pattern, like, move a laser around on the ground automatically.
Oh, okay.
She loved that fucking thing so much, she would attack the shit out of it because she figured out where the, like, laser was coming from.
Yeah, cats will do that too. Like Remy,
One day they Hazumi came home and found the fucking toy just like ripped open because Flower had like attacked it so much and just chewed it to pieces.
Oh, I love these things.
Oh, do they make like goat noises?
It's a condor ostrich goat.
Yes.
It is actually
Make the noise again, damn it.
That is a weird like goose goat noise. Oh, don't fuck this up, Sam.
Remy, like,
Oh, Seidel, you bastard!
but yeah, Remy, like, you can't actually play with the laser pointer with her for too long, because she figures it out. She figures out that, like, you have a thing in your hand that makes this happen, and then she gets bored with it. Like, once she's, like, solved the puzzle of the red dot, she's just, like, done with it.
That's what
But
she will do.
when she was a kitten, it was really cute, though, she didn't get bored with it. She figured it out, but wasn't bored with it, and she used to bring me the laser pointer. She would just, like, pick it up in her mouth, which cats carrying stuff is always the cutest thing in the world. And she would just, like, bring me the laser pointer and just plop it down and just be like, yes, create fun, please.
Have they seen the laser light that Alex got? Oh, God, that's the wrong thing
Oh, you've done
That
it.
was a... Hey, it's a Tron cycle.
to do.
Alex has a laser light now?
Yeah, he bought, like, that 4-pack of, like, lights.
Ah.
It has, like, a kaleidoscope light, but one of them's, like, a red and green, like, laser display. Oh, it's cat tail. Yeah, there's the
Is
bird.
that the condor making
Yeah.
I think it's the condor goat goose cat maybe making that weird noise. This looks like an endangered species. It just looks like it must be.
That sound it makes when it first takes flight actually kind of sounds like the sound Stinky makes when he sprints.
Hey,
A gold feather.
that was fancy.
Just every time I pick stuff up now, I just
Winged
wanna do
girls
that.
are infatuated with this.
Well, that's good to know.
Oh, don't do it. You probably could have made it.
Probably.
He's so determined. This is fucking awful.
Alright.
Whoa, keep moving, keep
Oh
moving.
boy. Wait, was there a pickup prompt
Yeah, it
on the
said
giant
pickup.
boulder?
Yep.
You got it.
That's awesome.
Okay, see, I don't... Oh, yeah, there you go.
Don't let go.
Yes.
I'm glad Link has extraordinary arm strength.
Much stronger than me.
He's
I
the
mean-
hero of time.
I mean,
you can't really be the hero of time and the hero of rhyme without
He's like Lara
solid
Croft.
biceps.
Well, I was gonna say in like canon game mechanics, he has stronger arms than Snake in Metal Gear Solid because you actually have an arm meter in Metal Gear Solid when you're hanging from stuff.
Well, see, the difference is Snake gets to be a wuss and like hide behind guns, while Link has to, go stabbing bitches in the face with the fucking hero sword.
Yes.
So, clearly we know who's better.
Hold on.
Yes.
I feel like there's a way to get into there.
I feel like that is a...
For some reason, Link's hat always makes me think like he like tore off the end of a bug net, stuck it on his head, or like a windsock.
Kinda. You got it.
Oh,
Oh.
there you
Look
go.
at that.
Money!
Dang.
The hero of time is also not claustrophobic.
No, not at all. Also, army crawling like that fucking sucks.
Yes, it does. That's why it's called army crawling, because you have to be in the army. To do
Otherwise, you refuse to
illegal.
ever do it.
No, it's illegal.
Oh, really?
Sir, you're army crawling. Are you in the army? No, you're going to jail. Just dig this out of my ass.
Hey.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Filthy thieving rats.
Oh, our necklace might be racist.
Okay, I know. I want to see in my... Okay.
Gaze into the spoils bag.
I don't
Don't you
have
need,
any
like-
bait.
I was gonna say, isn't bait like a specific thing? Oh, don't I think you can buy bait at the shop on the very first island that we just never went into
Nah.
because we got the fuck off of that place right quick.
Well, at least there's a jar of sticks.
Hey, nothing I enjoy more than
with
a
the
big
shape-
bottle of sticks.
With the shape of the stick and it burning on it, just kind of looked like a dubious doobie.
That is the weirdest blunt ever.
Yes.
If that blunt just has a giant bulge in the middle.
It's got a cinnamon roll in the middle, I'm telling you.
I mean, I will eat a cinnamon roll, but smoking one sounds like a terrible idea.
I would absolutely love if randomly in a Legend of Zelda game they introduced mimics in the chests.
Oh.
And then it's like the animation of him digging in it, and then it just chomps down on him, and you just hear a
Dark
sad,
Souls style.
Well, you hear a sad instead of da na na, you hear a da na 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 as it's just chomping his limp body. He made his effort sound as I was reaching for a beer, and I was like, was that me? It's oh.
You don't even know?
Oh.
You gotta know when you're talking, man.
Please don't throw that at my head.
Aw.
I was gonna say that one looked like a small child for a
seems like
second.
that.
Oh, you're fine. Everything is fine.
Almost wasn't
Nice.
fine.
Nah.
Oh, there was a golden
Feather.
feather.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
All the things.
That murder would have been sadder if it was like defending an egg, but it was just defending a key it stole. So
It's better if it was an egg that was filled with a key. You'd have smashed the egg too.
Laid that key.
So
that just means that you picked up a key covered in bird poop.
I don't think birds
or
lay eggs out
or
the
a
ass.
bird poop covered in key. No, birds have that like weird all-purpose organ.
They do.
What is it called? The
Cloaca?
Yeah, the cloaca, where it's like it literally is an all-purpose organ. It's like butt, pee hole, egg hole. I don't know, like on paper it sounds disgusting, but then you think about it, it's like, well, that's just convenient.
That's what I go for. Number one in my orifici is convenience.
Am I pooping or peeing? Doesn't matter, I'm using this.
There's still that thing up top where you can like.
That's just a Zubat.
One hole for intake, one hole for output. That's how God intended.
The ultimate showdown. There you
Bat
go.
versus Link.
Yes.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, there we go.
You know, it's interesting. They talk about people saying video games have gotten easier. Or, you know, progressively over time, they've gotten easier and easier.
Yeah. I mean, they have.
And I mean, sometimes they have. There's arguments for they haven't, whatever. But I think one very clear, like, example for one side is I don't think there was ever a quarter heart in the original Zelda games.
No,
Was there?
No.
It was half
I think
heart,
it's-
full
yeah.
heart. That was it.
I think you're right.
So,
I think Quarter Heart started actually in Legend of Zelda 2.
Okay,
I
so
think you could do Quarter Hearts in Legend of Zelda 2, but the original
Where-
one, no.
I don't,
But I could be wrong about that.
Well, I don't think there were
But you're
quarter
on the
hearts in the Super Nintendo ones. Not that I remember.
They're...
I don't think so.
I think Link to the Past did.
Maybe.
But alright, so...
I haven't played it
so
in a
I
long
could be
time.
completely-
I'd have to go
Alright,
look.
hold on.
I'd have to go look.
I could be completely wrong, but I think Quarter Hearts were your quote-unquote punishment. Enemies didn't ever do damage in Quarter Hearts, but falling down a pit was a Quarter Heart. I think that, and I could be completely fucking wrong. Again, in our like running joke of like, if people actually watch this, we'd get corrected in a hurry. I'm probably wrong. But for some reason, I feel that Quarter Heart existed. You just didn't see it often. It was just like your punishment. And like no enemy dealt damage in Quarter Hearts, but if you like fell in like lava or like a pit, then you took Quarter Heart. But I could be wrong.
I will have to look up
Yeah.
evidence.
But continuing that thread of video games getting easier, one of my favorite explanations for the term like Nintendo hard, like old school Nintendo, Super Nintendo, why they're so difficult was, and arcade games, they needed to be because at the time, like because of limitations, you couldn't make a 40-hour game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's one of the main reasons.
So you had to make it hard so that people
Had
would play your
replay
game for a
value.
while. Yeah. Because, you know, if it was just like...
It was going to be expensive enough no matter what.
Yeah.
Because they were expensive. They've always been reasonably expensive to make.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to sell it for, you know, so much money to be able to make any profit on it.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, hey,
but
there-
if people are done in 30 minutes and then don't care because they can beat it in 30 minutes, then why are they bothering to
Yeah,
play it?
yeah.
There's no save. There's no, you know,
Yeah, 'cause
a
it-
way to save progress. And also story was so limited.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
there's only so much story that they can put into it. So, you know, with the graphics and the capabilities
Yeah,
they had
well,
at the time.
Yeah, it's kind of cool thinking about it because technically you could do story. Like, there's RPGs
Sweet
on...
treasure finding.
There's like stories for like there's RPGs galore on the Super Nintendo.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
but it's interesting to think about it because the only way you could do story was by text box.
Yeah.
Lots of text boxes. So they had to weigh their fan base.
Yeah,
Obviously, RPG fans are okay with large amounts of text boxes to get the story by, because they love that shit.
Yeah.
We still do. We love like reading like epic tales, but the guy that just wants to play fucking bad dudes and like punch people in the streets.
Well, yeah.
Like that person isn't going
that
to
arcade game doesn't really care about big long.
Yeah, you're not
about
going to sit there and read
why he's punching 30 of these dudes in the face.
Whereas like now we can do really cool cinematic. Oh, hello.
Yeah, every game can have an interesting story regardless of what type of gameplay it is. So
yeah, because
these enemies are just great. I love them.
But it's interesting because, alright, so like, as we're discovering, Max Payne is one of my favorite games of all time. But would I enjoy the story of it so much if instead of these cool, well-voiced and well-acted cutscenes, I just read? Like, would I enjoy the story that much?
Not at all.
Exactly. So like, you had to weigh that a lot in Super Nintendo.
Yeah. So that, but yeah, I mean, and I get that. And that's like there's like I said, there's lots of reasons and arguments for both sides.
Yeah.
So, you know, because there's an argument to the fact that they didn't have the ability to make games the way they do now. So, but yeah, this is where you get the hook shot, isn't it?
I think you need that to kill these things, don't you?
Yeah.
So you have to rip
You
its
have to
eye
hook
out or
shot
something.
him in the eye.
Yeah, I guess you can stab him in the eye. That is one thing that I always love. Alright.
There you go.
I mean, it's a very obvious thing. I'm not trying to say this to sound like I know a thing about Legend of Zelda that no one else does. It's a very obvious thing about Legend of Zelda, but it's just something I simply adore about the way Legend of Zelda games are built. Is every dungeon you get an item, and the entire dungeon is built around teaching you how to use that item.
Mm-hmm.
Like the enemies, the boss fight.
So that's how I knew to, like, that's how I guessed this was the hook shot, because, and
I
also
might need it.
it's just it's well designed in
Elliot.
that, in the, even the way that the enemy is like being pointed out to you, it's pointing directly at its giant eye that you need to hit it.
Yeah, there's
If
not.
it wasn't clear enough already.
Yeah, there's not really.
Oh,
Burn
that
your
was
bridges.
unfortunate.
Well, I mean, you wanted to get up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that there's no real, like, quote unquote, discovering the weak spots. Just like, here, hit here,
Yeah.
do better.
Do gooder.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I think you're gonna end up getting the hook shot past this room, and then coming back
Yeah.
through here and
because
murdering.
yeah,
this
because
dude.
game design wise, it's saying, how do I beat this enemy? How do I deal with it? And then you eventually just say, well, screw it, I guess I'll just move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna get the hook shot, and
Come on.
Hopefully. Yeah. Every time we go to his face, it's glorious.
it really is.
Every time without fail. Oh, there's a bomb.
So, one thing I like about this game, but I still hate overall, is Legend of Zelda does, in every game, the most, to me, egregious sound possible. The constant reminder that you're low on health.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
at this
beeping.
point, it's just a Zelda trope.
Yes, but that's what I was going to say. This one, it's at least a little reserved. It's not a jarring sound, and it only happens like once every 3 seconds. Whereas like, oh god, go back and play like the original on the NES. As soon as you go down to half heart, you're just going to hear beep, 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 beep.
Hey, you need to know. They need to know that you know. And not, you don't want to deal with the angry dragon?
Well, I gotta
Futzing
kill the
about.
thing that's like biting down on the dragon's tail.
Actually, also-
that's
I'm
right.
looking for health right now.
Keep throwing those skulls around. Like the skulls on the ground, just like break them, I think. Oh, I thought they might act like grass or something.
I'll bet you would.
Try jumping in that pot.
Oh, well. Oh, well.
So good.
Actually, also speaking of egregious
Back to
things,
the beginning. Yeah, I'll get health back at the beginning.
or get murdered by these things.
Yeah. Solid idea.
But no, speaking of
There you go.
egregious things in Legend of Zelda, there's something that I'm really excited that they fixed in Twilight Princess for the Wii. Twilight Princess had a weird ass thing for the GameCube, its original like form, where every time you started like a new play session, it just decided that you forgot how like rupees worked, because there's like different levels of rupee.
Yeah.
Where
Like every Zelda game.
Yeah, where like there's one color for 1 rupee, blah blah blah. So every time you start a new play session, turn off the console, turn it back on. You get that intro every time you pick up a quote unquote new rupee.
Awesome.
And at first, it's not that annoying, but I mean, every Legend of Zelda game is like a 40+ adventure.
Yeah, you're
And
gonna
so, like,
end up seeing it about 1,000 times.
Yeah, and because it does it the same way that like, I mean, every time you pick up an item in Legend of Zelda, it does like the little like, camera goes in and da-na-na-na, I held it up in the air, and then it like tells you like how much the rupee costs, and it just gets so fucking annoying. Now it doesn't do that, so that's nice.
That is good. It's weird that it's only with rupees. That almost seems like a bug.
That's what everyone thought, but it's not.
That's weird.
I swear
It's interesting how design choices
I think
like
I've
that
missed the
make it
hook
through.
shot somewhere.
Yeah, I think you did too. I was just thinking about where can you go, but I don't know.
Oh, hey, right there.
Oh, look at that. Pay attention, Scrub Lord. Or not.
But yeah, again, going with that design decision thing, it's also weird because there is yet to be a Legend of Zelda game where after the midpoint of the game, money matters. Money only really matters for like the first half of any Legend of Zelda game.
Yeah.
That's why it's especially infuriating in Ocarina of Time. The reward for hunting down every fucking gold Skulltula
Yep.
is sort of infinite money. You get 909. Well, you get the max rupees every time you visit a dude. But by the time you actually track all that shit down, you don't need a single rupee.
Hey, you found a new thing.
Well, I didn't think I
You
was
can
supposed
press
to go
with
up
that
here.
feather.
Bird person is in bird jail. Actually, I think you actually need the hook shot to do this part. Because don't you have to like grab its tail or some shit?
No,
that's
that's
the boss
after you
fight.
fight the boss
Oh.
inside the volcano.
Okay.
The boss is what is making the dragon angry.
Oh,
It's,
alright,
it's like
alright.
biting. It's like a scorpion biting
Okay.
down on its tail. Yes,
Oh,
I
look
love
at
these
this
guys.
dude. He's getting carried.
Yeah.
I actually like to imagine where he's like, well, I wasn't supposed to be at work today, but
Right.
this bird has delivered me to a child who seems to want to fight, so here we go! Thrust!
Not even supposed to be here today.
I hate Mondays. This was my last Monday now. I'll never hate Mondays again.
Small child is thrust
Wait.
into me.
Oh yes.
Oh, you gotta
Yeah.
stop. Wait, look to the right of her, like, bird jail. Like, it almost looks like she could just fit through the bars.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Wow.
Because,
Look, she wanted to let you feel like a hero.
Yeah.
She
right?
felt like you needed it.
yeah.
So,
I don't know. This is my theory that I would never be enough of a hero to test in real life. But in, like, fantasy worlds like this, I would feel that if they're keeping you prisoner, they're keeping you prisoner for a reason, so they would want you alive. So there's really, like, you might as well attempt an escape.
Yeah. The worst they could do is put you back in jail.
Exactly. It's like, well...
well, the worst they could do is like break a lot of, unnecessary
yeah.
bones.
But you
and
gotta test that water.
shove bamboo up your fingernails.
That's true, but they also might not. They might just put you back in jail.
Well,
And
or
with
they
it-
might
with it-
cut little bits off of you
With
until
it
they
being a
get
Nintendo
bored.
game, they'll just put you back in jail.
Yes.
I need to
Yeah.
equip my.
That-
Not all
Alright,
jail
if I've
is
ever-
like Skyrim jail.
Well, that's what I'm
Either.
saying is that's what I'm gonna do. If I'm ever like placed in like a situation where I'm held captive, I'm going to make sure to ask them: am I in Nintendo jail or like real jail? Like, what are my consequences here?
Well, the problem with that idea is if you're in real jail and ask about Nintendo jail, you just got made someone's bitch.
Maybe.
So really,
or we just became best friends.
Okay, there's a
or
problem.
you just learned firsthand how realistic Oz was.
Wait, what's the problem here?
So
Oh, I remember the controls for this being.
I gotta like hold
ass.
this and use the right stick to. I guess. Hold on. There's a better way.
Is there?
No, the controls for this were garbage, even on the GameCube.
Figure it out, Sam.
Yeah.
Change the item to a different button.
Yeah, it's just goofy. Like hold X and use the right thumbstick
don't do
at the
that.
same time.
Yeah, that seems awful.
Well, even on the GameCube one, it confused me because wait, aim really quick, like with the hook shot. Because you can't walk in this, right? When you're in first person.
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
Your left stick. Well, I don't know if the GameCube one was different.
See,
but,
okay,
like,
so in the GameCube, and again, I might be wrong, but I feel like I remember the controls being weird in the GameCube one because I felt like you should be able to control the camera with the left stick in the aiming thing.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I swear in the GameCube one, you could not move in this mode. So, like, it was just weird that it wouldn't allow you... Because, yeah, in the GameCube, you had to use the fucking little shitty C-stick
Yep.
stub.
Oh, the GameCube controller was so weird.
It was so good and bad. Like, I don't know, Nintendo did that with, like, almost 2 consoles in a row. Where, like,
Yeah.
the controller was designed for their, like, first company
Oh no!
IPs.
That was not so good.
It was just
Yeah.
their weird ass controllers suddenly felt genius and made all the sense in the world if Nintendo made a game for them.
Yeah.
But when like other developers had to try and work with it,
because they weren't really like there to explain why it was designed, and you
Exactly,
know,
yeah.
just don't know what to do with it.
because like Super Mario 64 still super fucking playable to this day. Like I love that game. The last time I played it was 2 years ago, but that's still pretty modern. Like, and I still loved it. It felt fine. Star Fox, I played that.
yeah.
I played that like just a year and a half ago. Still felt fine on the controller. But then like you play like fucking Perfect Dark or like 007 games like I loved at the time, but going back to them is just
They
like
are just
oh,
atrocious.
what is this controller?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've heard GoldenEye is like one of the worst offenders of that. Like, especially now.
oh, just like aging
with
poorly.
with so
Oh, well.
many.
He killed himself.
Well, you cut the bridge.
Well, he finished it off.
With so many different first-person shooters and that genre having grown so much,
Yeah.
to go back to the original game or one of the original games that like popularized and like definitely didn't invent it, but popularized
Yeah.
and like revolutionized the genre. It's awful.
Yeah.
It like doesn't work.
Yeah. There's actually.
Hiding.
Oh, this is a great
Okay.
sound from the microphone. Anyway, there's actually that same idea. My former roommate, we actually thought of like a show we wanted to possibly do, but then we discovered someone had basically already done it and they did it really well. So that show also, if anyone ever listens and you haven't checked them out, you totally should. They're called Continue Show. They're awesome.
Oh god, damn it!
That was good aiming.
Oh, that was awesome. But anyway, our idea that again someone has already done, they did it really well, was just basically we were just gonna call it like what's the fucking term for like looking at things that are not super great but you remember them well, rose-colored glasses or something.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a show like that where like we would just compile a list of games that we remember as being like the best fucking thing ever, and we would play them for like half an hour, and then like have a conversation on like whether or not they held up to the test of time. It would basically just be a show about checking nostalgia. But then again, we discovered that there's a really successful, awesome as fuck YouTube channel that already does that, and it made us really sad because we had a really good idea.
Wow. Isn't that the worst?
Oh, it really is.
You're like, oh man, why isn't this a thing?
Well,
Well,
like,
then someone in the same room has to go, Oh, well, that is.
Yeah.
So and so did that.
Well, like
Simpsons did it.
No, that was seriously our thing before we discovered Continue Show. Was like we were like planning it out. Like we were building it because like we were doing like some of this. We were like recording some stuff and like we were working.
Oh God, Bat!
So like we were actually
Capsman, don't die! Seriously,
Fine,
like
fine.
don't fall into the pit. That would be bad.
But anyway,
Oh, wait, is this the boss?
Nah.
well, fuck my story then.
Oh, sorry. No, it's he said it's not. He said it's not.
But anyway, so like yeah, we actually were like we were like writing down ideas. We were like pre-sketching episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of my friends was pretty much just texted like, "Hey, I have some bad news." I was like, what's that? And he's like, well, that really awesome idea that you guys have been talking about for 3 weeks. Well, there's this channel that has like 50,000 followers and is getting like 1 million hits on every video they release. And like, where I just like I showed like my old roommate the fucking text, and it was just like crumpled beer can into floor, and then like shredding paper into the trash, and then just like leaving. And yeah, it was really sad. But...
Spiderlink, doesn't whatever a Spiderlink does.
Doesn't whatever.
Please follow.
Doing whatever. Well, it's not what I said, but that's not the point.
Oh, yes.
So next time on
hold on.
Drunken Gutter Gaming.
Let's start finding like proper places to end.
Yeah.
Episodes can be 35 minutes long.
Yeah, like find like a nice little spot.
Right here.
That's
good. That's
right
good.
there. Right there.
Yes.
Right there.
Next time on
Ledge.
Drunken Gutter Gaming,
We'll go through this door.
we are progressing.
Yes, we are making
He has
progress.
a cinnamon roll on his belt.
Cinnamon rolls are all over this game.
I was gonna say, I think cinnamon rolls are a constant theme in this.
Legend of Zelda, cinnamon roll edition.
Protecting the rolls.
Sponsored by Cinnabon.
Cinnabon.